Staying up with us, I'm Leslie Foster.
I'm Lorenzo Hall. We are just about an hour away from a partial government shutdown, but it looks like lawmakers could be close to finalizing a deal on a new spending bill.
So here's a live look at the Senate floor right now. Their counterparts in the House passed a spending deal about 5 hours ago.
And that will extend government funding through mid-March. It includes money for things like disaster relief and farming provisions, but it does not include a suspension of the debt limit, which is what President-elect Donald Trump wanted.
The plan has the support of the Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, so we believe a shutdown will be avoided or end quickly. But let's focus in on how this spending bill will impact our area.
Our Matt Gregory has spent another night on Capitol Hill. And Matt, if this bill passes as is, how will it impact many of our local projects? How are they faring?
Hey, listen, it's a mixed bag, guys. I mean, on the one hand, the RFK site transfer to D.C., that part of the deal, that's out. On the other hand, funding for the key bridge repairs, that's been put in. So we were looking to see sort of what this would affect us and how it would affect us. Well, we're getting a better idea if it passes in the Senate, which we expect it to. It'll be sort of an interesting deal for the DMV. But let's take you through what brought us to this point, because this has really been a whirlwind of a week when it comes to what's been going on Capitol Hill. Congress was already cutting it close before this happened, but the real drama started on Wednesday. That's when Elon Musk posted his opposition to the original big funding bill. That had been months in the making, and since then it's been a scramble to get any spending bill done. In the end, a stripped-down version passed by a vote of 363 to 34, and all of those no votes, by the way, those came from Republicans. Democrats all voted, with the exception of one, in favor. The other one just voted present. So here's how it affects the DMV, like we were really talking about. First of all, it brings in, there's thousands of federal workers who are not going to be furloughed, so it's business as usual, no late paychecks, no lost paychecks. Money to replace Baltimore's Key Bridge, that's in there, but that provision, like I was talking about, that gave D.C. control the RFK Stadium site, that's out. So afterwards, after it had passed the House, we caught up with Congressman from Prince George's County, Democrat Glenn Ivy, to get his take on what we saw over the week and what this means for the area to pass.
We didn't get everything we wanted in this package. Some of the things got dropped out, but keeping the government open was the top priority for me, making sure that people were going to be able to not worry about getting furloughed, not worried about having to work without getting paid. I was very pleased we got the Key Bridge funding, the $2 billion for that. So overall, we had a lot of good things.
Yeah, but with RFK's land left out, D.C. Representative Norton said a statement reading, quote, "Throughout my career in Congress, I've prioritized transferring unused federal land to D.C. or the private sector, enabling the redevelopment of neighborhoods, generating tax revenue, and bringing much needed space to the district. I'm committed to continue working towards the same for the RFK Stadium site." Now, of course, this was only a temporary funding bill, so in March, 3 months from now, they'll have to come back and revisit funding the government into the future with a new president and with a whole new Congress. And based on the reactions, by the way, that I was seeing from Republicans who voted against this, their own opposition within the party, some of them sounded like they wanted to see a new speaker, as in removing Mike Johnson from his role as Speaker of the House. We're going to have to keep following this, but for now, it looks like we will be avoiding a government shutdown at midnight. On Capitol Hill, Matt Gregory, back to you.
I feel like we've been in this space far too often.
Over and over again,
yeah.
Kicking the can down the road, not really fulfilling what they're supposed to do. This stopgap measures, we'll see what happens, but at least this gets us through until March.
Just a couple months.
Yep. All right, Matt, thank you. By the way, President Joe Biden, as you know, still does have to sign off on this bill.
Yeah, this should happen sometime this weekend. If the bill passes, we'll let you know if it's going to happen, and if so, when.
It's time.